Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am James Garman, and welcome back to my amazing channel, Chasing the Dream. Make sure you understand, I need you to do one major thing for me when you come in. Smash that like button and that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can get notified every time I go live, so you can always be the first to come in. Yeah, of course, make sure you drop a comment below whenever I upload this awesome content that I upload. So with that being said, I want to jump right into my topic, because today I feel like this topic really needs to be spoken on. I'm very I feel like this topic, I feel very close to this topic. I feel like I'm the one that needs to speak about this topic due to the fact that I'm black. Or quote unquote, by American standards, I am known as a black man here in America, and I would love to talk to you all about being black and having bad credit. It may seem a little, harsh. Black people equals bad credit. That's what the title, says and all. So I don't want anybody to feel like I'm bashing black people, because it's kind of hard for me to do that when I would be bashing myself. There's a notation in the world that most black people have bad credit. And is that wrong to say or wrong to think? My personal perspective is, it's not wrong to think, because majority of that statement is very, very true. It may be hard to fathom, but it's very, very true. Black people, or black Americans, or people here in America that associates themselves as African American or black people, tend to have bad credit. It's not a bash on the African American community, because then I will be bashing myself, which is okay, because somebody needs to bash us. And I think I should be the one to do that. So when it comes to credit repair, as a credit repair agent, I see all type of people. I meet all kind of people, but majority of my clients are African American or black. And it comes down to me making this video to put it out there to state that black people equals bad credit. And it's not because credit is something that is taken or given to us on a low scale, is that we don't manage our credit correctly. And the reason for this is simply based off of lack of education. In my life, I've heard a lot of black people state things like, well, as long as I got money, then I don't need credit. Or, why do I need credit? All they're going to do is just deny me or run up my credit, or this and that. It's just so many different things I've heard when it comes to credit. And when you actually look at someone's credit, the first thing they like to say was, well, it wasn't worth it. Like buying that car or that new furniture and justifying not paying it as if it wasn't worth what you were paying for it. Well, I personally think we lack, financial education in the black community, and it's on many, many scales. I'm not saying that white people don't have bad credit. I'm not saying Asians or Hispanics. Those people don't have bad credit. Of course, I've ran across those far in between, but it's factual that majority of Americans that are black equals bad credit. Not because, the government didn't give them enough credit, or, the banks wouldn't give them credit. It has nothing to do with those factors. Having bad credit simply is justified by you not doing what you needed to do once you were able to establish or obtain a line of credit, like getting a secure card and then taking that secure card and maxing it out. You're maxing out your own money. Why get a secure card and then take all the money off of it? Keeping a high utilization rate, doing things like that, then creating interest on your own money, and then refusing to pay your own money back. So it's kind of weird to me that people would say, as I mentioned, well, The car wasn't worth it. It was a piece of crap. Well, you bought a used car for 10 times its amount and you financed it. That was a personal choice. No one ever said the people you would be buying things from would give you great products. No one ever said that. If you wanted a BMW and you wanted to finance it, you should have probably got a brand new BMW from the BMW car lot, not Jimmy Bug or June Bug from down the damn street. That ain't what you do with your credit. So, what I'm trying to tell you is stop justifying not paying your bills or justifying not paying your credit cards on time because they taxed you interest, or the car or the furniture, the things you bought wasn't worth what the outcome were, the taxing of that credit was, the interest rates turned out to be. You have to stop blaming everyone else for your lack of responsibility. Black people have bad credit, not because people won't give it to them. They have bad credit because they don't know what the hell to do with it. So when you think about it, right? When you move into an apartment and you have to put your social security number down, and the apartments that you live in is a piece of shit, and you tell yourself, hey man, I think I'm going to just up and leave. I'm not going to give a notice. I'm not going to tell the landlord that I'm leaving. I'm just leaving. With 6 months left on your damn lease, you're going to break your lease without finding in your contract a legitimate reason for leaving, so you're not hurting yourself, your credit, or your loved ones at the end of it. Because sometimes these things come back to hurt people that co-sign for you. And who like to co-sign for other people? Black people. For some reason, black people think it's okay to co-sign for someone who has bad credit. Like, I have a family member whose credit is obviously not that great. Call me and ask me to co-sign for them a used car. So I'm like, what happened to your other car? Their answer to that question was, the transmission went out. Okay. Why aren't you getting the transmission fixed? Because I'm still paying on it, and I ain't paying on no car that they won't fix. It's a used car. They're not supposed to fix it. There's no warranty on that transmission, those tires, that engine, those miles, that oil change. There's no warranty on that car whatsoever. So what did you do with the car? Well, I just dropped it off up there. What do you mean you just dropped it off up there? You can't just drop a car off and say you don't want it no more all willy-nilly and think that's the end all be all. No, they're going to hit your credit. It's going on your credit. That apartment is going on your credit. You have to find a legitimate reason to actually return something. You actually have to find a legitimate reason to leave that apartment. You can't just up and leave because you're no longer comfortable. You can't just up and leave because you feel like this is the end all be all and you have the right to live in luxury. If that's the case, you should have found a decent place before you decided to move into anything. Your credit is your determining factor to the luxury that you can obtain in America. That's just what it is. If you have a low credit score, you're going to have shitty interest rates. You're going to have shitty opportunities to get great things. That's just what it is. You're not going to go get a $5,000 apartment when you're only making $2,200 a month. Your interest rates on your car isn't going to be 2.5%. No, they're going to be 10.9%. Your interest rates on your credit cards aren't going to be 3.5%. They're going to be 29.9% because they don't trust you. They don't trust you to give you money. When you really look at the facts, 18% of white people in America can't access a credit card. 32% of African Americans can't access a credit card. 28% of Latinos cannot access a credit card. That's a big gap in those numbers, a very big gap. And the reason why you can't access those credit cards is not because you're black or you're Latino. is that you haven't done what you needed to do with your credit so far. You haven't been able to sustain a good credit history. No one's stopping you from a 750. No one's stopping you from an 800. Only person stopping you is you. When you are able to get a credit card, or you have a line of credit, a Macy's card, a Best Buy card, a Victoria's Secret card, and you think that it's okay to go out there and buy $100 in panties and bras before you actually even paid your rent, guess what? You don't have the capital to actually do that. So why are you out here trying to buy panties and bras, and you barely have the money to pay your rent? This is how a credit card is used. When you buy something with a credit card, you must have the money in your pocket to replace it. A credit card isn't used to buy things in advance. A credit card is used to build a great credit history. Got $50 in your pocket? If you don't use your credit card. If you got $10 in your pocket and you want $50 worth of gas, don't use your credit card. Go find a way to get some more money. Don't use your credit card. You use your credit card for the money to replace the money in your pocket, so your money in your pocket can then turn around and be used towards your credit history. That's what a credit card is used for, to build a credit history, not to pay bills and not to linger and have extra money. Credit card isn't extra money. It's debt. And do right with your cards. Black people, this isn't a diss on you. This is to wake you up and to let you know that banks, bank tellers, clerks, supervisors at stores, credit companies, credit card companies, they're not denying you because you're black. They're denying you because you have a sucky ass credit history and you don't know what to do with free or open lines of credit. Get smart about credit. Understand what credit is, understand how to use it, and stop abusing it. All right, guys, I'm James Garman, and I want to thank you again for tuning in into another show on Chasing the Dreams, because black people equals bad credit. Not because they choose to, it's because they lack the education to understand exactly how credit is to be used. So if you disagree, that's fine. Jump in the comments. Let me know how much you disagree, how you disagree, and where I went wrong with this. So for everyone else, I hope you have a great day. Please drop a comment, drop a like, share it with your friends and family. If you don't like me, that's fine, but I'm here to keep it honest. I'm here to show you the silver lining that just because you're black, you don't have to equal bad credit. It's a choice for you to get your credit together, and I'm here to help you. James Garman, real estate agent, credit repair agent. If you need a house, but you got bad credit, call me. I'll help you get there. All right? Listen, talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed the show.